welcome to FKC, Zenir. How are you this afternoon?
Oh, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. You are one of our star members here at FKC, and tell us why you chose FKC and why you gave up your career.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a long story, Irene, but I'll try to summarize it. Actually, I started about 7 years ago when I experienced an illness that's, I would say I almost died. I was bedridden for almost, I would say 6 months. But before then, I had a surgery in 2002 for my neck. They put a titanium plate between C4 and C7. Then after the surgery, actually I had another surgery on 2005, which is on between S1 and F5. And that surgery, a second surgery, make me, I would say, my immune system goes down, and that's the time my illness get worse. I got prostate problem. At the time I already had acid reflux and so many illnesses. At the time I almost got a kidney failure. My doctor is already worried about my kidney. And I lost 47 pounds within 6 weeks. And at the time I noticed my skin, there's a lot of red spot. And time to time I have bruises in the area that I'm not supposed to have bruises. I have black and blue under my armpit, in my legs. And I ignore it, but I know I lost in my blood, in my history, genetically, I know we have problem with the blood. I lost my eldest sister of leukemia. I lost my father in 1999, also with a multiple myeloma. That's, instead of the white cell become cancer cell, it's the red cell become, the white cell become the cancer cell. And he died also with kidney failure, heart attack, and of course the cancer. So myself, I realized in 2006 to 2007, I suffered almost the same. I experienced the same symptoms, and my skin, right now I'll show you my picture what happened to me. And because of that illness, and of course at the time I'm working as an engineer, semiconductor. I've been in the industry for 23 years. I'm the troubleshooter of the company. I travel a lot. Yes, there's a lot of sacrifices and work, sleeping late night, and I think that cost me my health. Yes, a nice career, nice life, but still the health is down the drain. So when I was in bed for almost 6 weeks, I start analyzing what happened to me. Why I don't want to die early, because I want to see my kids to grow up. I want to see that to have grandchildren. So I study on my own. I stopped depending on my doctor. Of course, I still go to the doctor. We need to see the doctor all the time, so that we know what's wrong with our body. So when I did the analysis of my body, what's wrong, and I know there's 3 major factors in our life that contribute to our illnesses. And I think everybody knows this. We know the environment causing it. It's not like before. Right now, the environment that we have, the pollution, the chemicals, name it. We know, everybody knows. Science is telling us, even the advertisement. That's why there's so many people against the environment, protecting the environment, because it's causing us to get ill. And then, the food. And we live with food. Without food, we're gonna die. And we need food every time. We need nutrients to our body to be healthy. But the food that we eat right now, especially Asian people like me, I'm a Filipino, and we eat a lot of rice. And according to the scientists, rice, there's a lot of chemicals, insecticide, pesticide, and those things are gonna cause our cell to be damaged. And that's the start of the illness. Name it, so many things. And right now, I know there's a lot of buzzword about stem cell. And I'm not gonna go into detail about stem cell because it's very depth analysis of we need to study. But I also research about stem cell. But just let's focus on the very basic of our life. The water that we drink, the air that we breathe, and the food that we eat. Those 3 major basics needed by the people are no longer helpful or friendly to us. If you look back in time, people live longer because there's no pollution. There's no stress. There's stress. You know, because of the rat race, because of the people who want to live, they want to buy things. Every time there's a new gadget, oh, I want my son, my daughter, myself, I want an iPad, I want a new camera. So we work hard. And we forgot to have even an exercise. Exercise is a very key to our life. But people forget it because there's no more time. Now, if you put all those things, I got sick. There's no doubt. I can show. And then, as part of this video, you will see the pictures and what happened to me. And then I realized I need to do something. I asked myself, why? Why my sister died? Why my father, my uncle, my grandma, my relative, myself? Why I'm dying? So as I analyze ourselves, what's wrong with my body? And why I'm getting weak, why I'm losing appetite, I'm losing this, and basically I'm afraid. And that lead me to fight. Then I discovered there's three major systems in our body. That if we make that major system healthy enough, or supplied enough, or the right supplement or nutrient or food, we can control our health. That's why I'm trying to share to all people that how to control our health is to taking care of these three major systems, which is the digestive system, cardiovascular system, and skeletal system. Yes, there's 7 systems that we can look at, but those 3 major systems is the very key for me. It's my opinion, but it's that opinion. I analyze it because according to the expert and scientists in the United States, they said that 85% of the illnesses is related to our digestive. Imagine that 85% of illnesses is related to our digestive, which is contained of what? What is our digestive? We have this. We have, of course, the lungs. Oh no, I'm sorry. I mean, we have the stomach, the small intestine, large intestine. We have the gallbladder. We have the liver. We have the pancreas. Those organs are very vital to the digestive system. If we're eating food and we're not digesting the nutrients, so the food is what? Useless. And right now, a lot of companies promoting probiotic. It is true, we need the probiotic. Me, personally, I suffered acid reflux. I have GERD for life. My medication before, I'm taking the lightest one and I took is Protonix 40 milligram, not once a day, twice a day. So meaning I have to pay extra to get those extra medication, extra prescription from a physician. And it's very painful because it's hard to sleep when you have acid reflux. And I've been searching a lot. And I confirmed myself to the expert in UCLA or Mount Sinai Hospital that I got AIDS pylori bacteria. And the only thing that they gave me is antibiotic. For a month I feel better. After the antibiotic, no more in my system, same problem again. Acid reflux. Years and years. And I cannot even eat. For example, they told me stop drinking coffee because of the caffeine. Stop eating tomatoes. Stop eating broccoli, onions. And if you look at the nutritionist, all the books, those foods are very vital to our health. So meaning, what's going to happen to me? I'm going to die. That's why it's funny. But anyway, digestive is the one that key. We have to take care of the digestive. And I'm so happy that FKC has the product to address that problem. For my research, because when I did my own research personally for 1 year and a half, after 1 year and a half of research, I researched for the product to answer that research. And I'm so happy and so glad. That's why, to answer your question, why I gave up my corporate career as an engineer. That's the very one reason why I gave up my career as an engineer. I can get a job right now. Why did I give up? Because I have a career, but you're dying. You're well, but you don't have your health. Has to be balanced, health and wealth. And when after researching and for 3.5 years, I look for a product to answer my research. That's why I look at many companies. That's why when you answer why FKC, why the other not other company, I look at their product before. I try. I spend money to see what's gonna work to those 3 major systems. Yeah, I already discussed about the digestive. But before going to the next system, on the digestive system, FKC is the only product, or only the company right now who has the product, has the 6 essential probiotic, which is the lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. And those are very essential according to the scientists. That's why I'm so happy that FKC has this regenesis, has all the 6 essential probiotics that we needed to have the good flora in our stomach or our intestine. And for 3.5 years, I've been looking something to kill H. pylori bacteria. That's why when I listened to the lecture of Mr. Kenny Chang and also Dr. Lee Kane about H. pylori bacteria, and they introduced this product, StomaPure. This one alone helped me on my acid reflux. Imagine, this product replaced my Protonix 40 milligrams, which we all know any synthetic has a harm effect if you took it too much for your liver. These two products alone help my digestion. Not to mention the product Liver Right. With this component, I know the silymarin and all the component of this. I've been looking for the components because I know I need to take care of my liver. Remember, our liver is the largest organ in the body that cleanses our body. And remember, take note, we can do that, or our liver do that between 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning in a sleeping state, meaning we have to be sleeping deeply in order to do that, so that your liver will cleanse. But the question, who cleans the liver? If the liver cleaning our body, synthesizing cholesterol, synthesizing all the food we eat, who cleans the liver? That's according to, we cannot answer that because we're not scientists, but scientists know. They spend millions of dollars and hours to find out that these components in the liver, I'm not going to go in detail because it's going to take long. Liver Right answered that question. Will make your liver healthy. And when your liver healthy, it will reflect your skin. Psoriasis, name it, allergy, good complexion, it will show. That's why this product alone, the Regenesis, StomaPure, Liver Right, and you add antioxidant, which is the antioxidant, those 4 products alone can address the 85%, which is the digestive. But all that is also becoming not useful. Let's say you have a good digestion. You're digesting all the food you're eating daily. But there's one key element that I found that one of the major systems in our body that help to expand or to deliver that to all parts of your body, which is the cardiovascular system, our heart. Our heart is very key. We must have a strong heart. If we have a weaker heart, then there will be a lot of illnesses. Cardiologists know that even at 35% functioning of your heart, you will pass the EKG or ECG or to the echo. But the strength of the heart is a key. That's why when I did the research, when I found out that National Institute of Health discovered, actually they even spent $9.5 million. They donated to San Diego State University to study alpha-lipoic acid. Why alpha-lipoic acid is too powerful? It's an antioxidant designed to make the mitochondrial cell of the heart strong. And I'm so happy when I met at KCO 3 years ago with Kenny Chan, they have this product, CardioMax. This CardioMax has the alpha-lipoic acid. And guess what? They even added vitamin E. We all know vitamin E, what does our body. Vitamin E is an antioxidant, make the LDL, what they so-called bad cholesterol, so that it will be separated. And it put also omega-3. We know what omega-3 does to our body. And it put also B12. We know to prevent atherosclerosis and folic acid. Those components of CardioMax will have your cardiovascular system strong, so that the food that you're going to intake daily will be delivered to your body. So we need to take care of our digestive and cardiovascular system. Those 2 major systems I researched for the product. So far, right now, on our discussion, only FKC has product. Some company has product, has some of those components, but not completely. Now let's go to the, remember I told you I have osteoporosis, or they call it DDD, degenerative disc disease, or right now some they call it DJD, degenerative joint disease. I have titanium plate in my neck. From C4 to C7 are fused 8 screws. I have a scar here. I can show you the x-ray. And I also have a surgery in my lower back between S1 and L5, decompression surgery. Based on that, my bones are getting soft. I have problems in my joint, are dying or drying. And that's part of the skeletal system. Then during that research, almost 7 years ago, when I'm trying to find out how to help my problem, because I want to enjoy life. I want to play ball. I want to go to the gym. I want to go around, but with my illness, I can't. With my condition right now, with my surgery, I have limitation. Even neurosurgeon in Mission Bay Hospital. They told me, Senor, what do you want in life after the surgery? Doc, I want to enjoy life. He told me, Senor, that's a good positive attitude. And then he asked me, what do you want to do? Doc, I want to play golf. You know what? He looked at me and smiled. Are you crazy? With my condition, it's impossible to play golf. Erin, you'll be surprised. I'm playing golf, even though I'm doing a half swing. Question, why? Why? How did I do that now? Based on my research, I found out we need to take care of our bones. We need to make it strong, which we need calcium and vitamin D. In the past, after my surgery, my doctor advised me to take a lot of vitamins and calcium and vitamin D, which I did. At that time, I took the one over the counter. Normally in the US, we buy in Costco, it's cheaper. Citracal. I took that for years. Guess what? What happened? I developed kidney stone. So I said, why I develop kidney stone taking this supplement? Then I did the research. Guess what? I found out from European scientists, it's true, based on the research of scientists, vitamin D helps the calcium to be absorbed by the cardiovascular, or it goes to your bloodstream. Now, once the calcium is in your bloodstream, it needs to go to your body or to your bones. I found out that it requires, they call it binders. Just like a concrete. When you pour a concrete, you need cement, a sand, a gravel, and a water. So the binder actually is magnesium. Most of the product that we buy before, you will see calcium plus D. Because D helps the calcium to be absorbed in the bloodstream. But guess what? You need another binder. That's why I'm so happy when I met FKC, they have this product, calcium and D. And the ratio, the proportion to be effective to absorb is based on the scientist research. That's the key. That's why this one, the good thing about this, tastes like chocolate. I always do that every morning before I bed. And also make your body relax because of the magnesium. That's one of the benefits. Now I found out also that the skeletal system, because right now I found out in order to prevent my illness to get worse, because I'm going to get worse. Because I have only a surgery in my neck and also lower back. And all my discs between on my T-bone, my thoracic, lumbar, cervical, are dying or drying. So I have need to make them healthy. So I did a research. I found out from a scientist from European that in order the disc to be healthy, it requires a molecule called proteoglycan. A proteoglycan is a molecule make the disc healthy to preserve or to contain the fluid to make it healthy so that it's a shock absorber. And I asked the question, how can I have those proteoglycan? And according to their research, their report, the bone marrow, in my skeletal system, the bone marrow produces proteoglycan. But how can my bone marrow will produce that? Based also on their research, it requires vitamins and minerals, especially essential amino acid. My question to myself, is my diet, my breakfast, lunch, dinner has those minerals, nutrients, essential probiotic, essential protein or amino acid? I found out no. Especially the eating habit that we have. Most of the people right now, when we eat, we cook everything. Especially Asian people, we cook well done. So I did a lot of research about, for example, there's a lot of vegetable has a lot of essential amino acids. But guess what? When you boil it, when there's a steaming, they also evaporate. So when you cook the food well done, you lost those essential amino acids, which is very vital for the bone marrow to produce proteoglycan. And guess what? You know, there's a bonus. When I found out that proteoglycan produces inside our bone marrow with the help of essential amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, I also found that, according to the immunologists, our bone marrow produces immune cell. Imagine immune cell. What immune cell does? Kill bacteria, name it, any foreign bodies in your body, especially what? Cancer cell. Remember I told you, I have the symptom, the sign of leukemia. It's in our blood. So when I found out that I need essential amino, so I've been looking for a product with 9 essential amino acids that I can take, that I don't have to cook. I'm so happy that FKC has the Wonder Milk. Has the 9 essential amino acids. Actually, it has the 20 amino acids that, according to the scientists, is the building block of a cell. Remember, our body is composed of about 75 to 100 trillion cells. In order the cell to be healthy, it needs what? Or it need to generate, it needs amino acids. Those 20 amino acids, they call it building block. They combine and become a certain cell. And the nitrogen essential element is needed by the bone marrow to produce what? Proteoglycan, immune cell, not to mention platelets, and also blood cell in the bone marrow. So we need to take care of the skeletal system because it produces four vital molecules, proteoglycan, platelets, blood cell, and immune cell. But in order for them to produce, it needs what? Vitamins and minerals, which right now we're not getting from the food. Not to mention the eating habits. The eating habits is very key. Because like before, when I have this acid reflux, a lot of professionals in this field, they told me don't eat or drink citrus fruits or juices before meal or anytime. Or eat those onions and those tomatoes. Now they're changing that. Same people who told don't. And now they tell us eat citrus fruit before meal, especially breakfast. Why? So that we can absorb the bioenzyme from the fruits and make the stomach acidic. Why? In order to digest the food. So in summary, this is the reason why I decided to pursue this career as public. Yes, I speak a lot about health, to share what I have learned myself. Based on my picture that you see on my picture, in 2006, you see my picture, I look so old. And my skin so dark. Right now, I look, yes, I'm younger. But because of FKC, but because I'm eating right. Plus, I try to remove the stress. I'm sleeping better because I'm so thankful FKC has the relactin, make me sleep, so that I can maybe also rest. The more sleep we have, the better for our health. So in summary, I'm so happy. I'm very thankful. Of course, above all is our Almighty God, that He showed me the way to find FKC. To find that there's, actually in 2006, 2007 or even, I already gave up. Actually, when they called me to attend the meeting for the first time in July of 2009 FKC, I already told my friend, no, I gave up. I don't think there's a company can answer my questions. Because remember I told you, I have a question about the three major system. We need a product to answer the three major, we need a product or supplement, nutrients to supply those three major systems so that we can control the health. Now I can tell right now to the world, I can control my health. Because I found the product that will suit, that will support the needs of those three major systems so that I can control. Because I can control to buy this, I can control to share, that's why I can say I can control. Before I don't control my health. I rely on what the doctor told me. I rely on what the synthetic medication will do to my body. Right now I control it. I'm stronger now. I'm playing golf almost every other weekend. Imagine that. And I'm driving 250 yards even though it's a half swing. I'm happy because of FKC. There's a lot of companies, I know, their product is good, but the question, is it complete? Can that product can help to maintain or control your health? Can that product answer the question, can supply your digestive, cardiovascular system, and skeletal system? Those three major systems are very key. We need to take care of those three major systems. If you can supply the good product for your digestive, yes, take that company. If the company has also a product for the whole cardiovascular system, yes, that's the company. If the product has a components to have the skeletal system, especially bone marrow to produce those four molecules, then that's the company. So far, I know maybe there's a company out there. So far, why should I look for more? I've been looking for 3.5 years. FKC answered my question, and I'm the living proof. You saw my picture before and after. I was so skinny. Actually, I was dying. Now I'm so alive.
You look 15 years younger.
Oh, thank you. And that's what it does to me, this product. That's why I decided to pursue this career. Yes, it's true, I cannot deny. Company will give you rewards by sharing this product. That's why I become a star. You know, as a star member of FKC, you are like part owner of the company. Yes, you will make money, but the most important thing here, you're helping people to be healthy. And the wealth is secondary. For me, it's a reward for doing a good thing. Because if you do good things to people, Some way there will be a reward. So FKC will reward because I'm sharing FKC product to the world. So FKC will give me a reward. I cannot deny that. Everybody needs some reward. But first thing, foremost, is your health. Because even though you have a lot of money, if you don't have your health, what is your money for? Can you bring that in your grave? No. You're not going to enjoy your money if you're not healthy. That's why I'm hoping that people will understand you have to take care of health. It's like a chicken and egg. Health or wealth. For me, I prioritize wealth or health. Because if you're wealthy and you're not healthy, what's the use of your wealth? It has to be balanced. Right now, in my case, because I focus my life on my career. Both million-dollar home, expensive cars, travel, eating this one. But then I forgot about health. Guess what? I paid for it. I almost died. Now, balance it. I actually, personally, I'm more focused on my health. As long as I can have my FKC product daily and my family, and we can live, I can drive, that's more than enough. But of course, FKC will not stop rewarding you by sharing FKC to the world. They give you, once you become a star, tell the world. So the more you can enjoy life, that's wonderful for me. I know there's a lot of company out there, but my advice to all is, make sure when you decide to take the product or any supplement, because we have no choice not to have food supplement. Because nowadays the food, as we mentioned, is no longer food. There's a lot of chemicals. So what I would advise, make sure the product you're gonna take or you're gonna buy is the product will answer the three major systems. Again, I'll repeat this. Make sure your product will address your digestive system, your cardiovascular system, and the skeletal system. If those companies will have those products, and then you are in a good position, then you can control your health. And this is what about FKC. I'm so happy that FKC brought up, used the scientists around the world to put all this together. I'm so happy that someone made a smart move or decision not only to take care just to make money. Yes, all those components, those vitamins are good. We cannot say they're not good. But the question, which one is the most effective? Just like cars. What do you want to drive? Hyundai, Toyota, Mercedes, BMW, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti. I would say this is the Bugatti, or this is the Ferrari. The answer for the supplement. I'm proud to say that. I'm proud that I have FKC in my life, that I share to my family and to my friends and loved ones, especially in the Philippines. So I'm very thankful, Irene, for taking this. I'm very thankful that you invited me.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you coming in, sharing your story, your knowledge.
And I love to share more, and the more I know, the more I share. Because there's like Socrates. You know what Socrates said? There's one good thing in this world, knowledge. And there's evil, ignorance. So it's better to share knowledge. Even in the Bible, God says, when Isaiah 4:6, God says, my people are destroyed because of what? Lack of knowledge. People have become lazy. There's so many knowledge, but they don't want to dig. When you're dying, you gotta find this information. That's what I did. Now I learned that knowledge. I got the information. I want to share it. And that's why I'm very thankful that you give me this chance to do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.